You are listening to WXNA LP Nashville, and this is Mostly Local.
Something was hidden in a secret compartment inside my heart. Somebody planted a seed and they'd have me believe that it was all my idea. Much as I would like all the credit, I knew who did it. Best to admit who it was. Wu-Tang, 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 Wu-Tang. Two mighty spirits were waging a battle inside my heart. Heavenly warriors vying to end me, but just in time a voice cried time out. Listen to the sound on the CD. If you don't believe me, check it and see for yourself. Wu-Tang, 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 Wu-Tang. At the end of my tether, thought I was a goner, but in walked the answer in the persons of Was it larceny? Were they some parts for me to smash and grab? Whether a sinner or not, all I know is that I could see, and now I'm blinded. Listen to the sound on the CD. If you don't believe me, check it and see for yourself. Wu-Tang, 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 Wu-Tang. At the end of my tether, thought I was a goner, but it walked the answer in the persons of
Welcome back, everyone. It's Wednesday morning, I think, right? What day is it? It's a beautiful day outside here in Nashville. It is a beautiful day. We are in the middle of the sweet spot in Nashville weather between the hell of winter and the hell of summer. It's like 70 degrees. There was a nice little breeze happening. The sky is a very nice blue color. There's nothing in it, at least from the little window that I can see out of here at Martha's Chicken Shack. It's Mostly Local. It's the Mostly Local Trans-Liberation Society Music and Variety Hour. That's very important because I'm going to say it until we have it. And there are some people, I don't know about you, but there are some people where my introduction to them was so uniquely powerful that they just occupy a certain special place in your mind. I'm thinking of one example, Dustin Ransom, a local artist. I walked into a Christmas party hosted at Belmont University, which you would normally think to be a very sort of button down, button up. Is it button up or button down? Whatever. A certain type of anodyne affair. And I hear the strains of Rock and Roll by Led Zeppelin across the room. And as I get closer to the stage, I realize that the person who's playing drums is also singing the song. And it's just perfect. There's just no, as someone who couldn't do either of those things separately, it was a very powerful introduction. And I think also sums up kind of the fact that Dustin is pretty great at everything he does. And today's guest occupies another similar place. And my introduction to him was a show by the world's best Talking Heads cover band, These Slippery People. And this episode is dedicated to Kaylee Selecki, who I was at that show with. And we spent, I'll be honest, most of our time there with our mouths hanging open as we saw someone deliver that music just exceptionally well in every aspect. I'm talking about Michael Fathoms. He's here today. Of course, he's a very multi-talented artist in his own right. We're going to talk about his music and his work with other bands and his like for other bands and artists, and maybe some wild card stuff. I got a page full of notes. I got a song in my heart, and it's this song we're going to hear, Divided by Michael Fathoms, here on Mostly Local on WXNA.
Cut me up and then divide me by nothing. I'm just a punch-town punk, busy getting high. Lace up your roller skates, let's boogie to Marvin. My mother fears that we're gay, well with you she's right. Oh me, I'm just divided by. Randall and Jesse idle down at the four-star. Take the window to the porch at the color of midnight. Careful on the pedal, headlights look like a car. Take a picture, well-wisher. Only you can save our souls. Take a picture, well-wisher. It's only you can save our soul, alright? Stiff opposition to the mere fact of our being. Hey, call the man with the maggot's imagination. We blend like Roger Biggins, black and white, you see it. We're spastic, elastic, proud devils of your damnation. Proud devils of your damnation. So proud. What's that sound?
You're going to hell, alright, I'll try.
What goes around?
Keep quiet.
What's that sound? Weirdos in the wilderness are kinda sorta. We drive far enough out to bliss and show. Pass another and another one's passed out. Little thought for tomorrow. Spare us that sorrow. Oh, sorrow.
Don't touch yourself. Keep quiet.
What's that sound?
You're going to hell, alright, I'll try.
What goes around? What's that sound?
You're going to hell. Alright, I'll try.
What comes around?
Take a picture. Take a picture, well-wisher. Only you can save our souls. That's divided by Michael Fathoms. Michael Fathoms, it's good to have you here.
It's good to be here, Claire.
Is it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet. Then we're both on the same page. Tell me about this project. This album is called Bye Bye American Pie in the Sky. You've told me that it was 7 years in the making. What's that about?
Yeah, so let's see. With this album, I started work on it probably in 2019, 2018, whatever the math is. And it was I move like a glacier when I work. And so COVID interrupted us a little bit working on it, and it was slow going. I took some time to figure out how to get the drums, then the overdubs, and I put too much on myself with wanting to have a comic book come out with it and everything.
Yeah.
I kind of love putting too much on myself in a way. And
is it because do you like that because you enjoy having input into all parts of the creative process, or is it you just what's the impetus there?
I think it's kind of it's a little bit like I love to kind of have a bunch of like an octopus, like have my hands in a bunch of different areas. Like I want to be doing something visual, even though I'm not a very visual artist kind of a person.
No, but you can see it.
Yeah, I have the vision.
The vision
for I kind of want this to be some kind of little like. I did a little sketch of basically the cover you're seeing there, which is like a young woman holding up a flower, and death, the Grim Reaper, is reaching out and taking it, or maybe the Grim Reaper is giving it to
I was gonna say I have the album covers on the Instagram, mostly local Nashville at Instagram. You can see it, and my first impression was like, oh, death is giving that flower to the woman. But now I look at it more closely, and you can see that it is very ambiguous as to who is presenting the flower and who's accepting it.
Yeah, I thought the ambiguity was important to strike there. And so, I don't know, I latched onto that as a vision, and then I wrote a song called Bye Bye American Pie in the Sky, which became the title track. And it all kind of started to come together into this loose socio-political concept album kind of a thing.
So you're saying it started with this image?
Yeah, it was like a little sketch, like my terrible sketch. Like, this is a great image, the album cover made by a once local friend that's now out in San Francisco, Savitri Valaga. Yeah, so...
well, that's very cool. I mean, but so you were just... I'm curious as to how this image arrived. Did you think, I'm going to draw an image of this, or like, how did that come to your brain?
I don't know. Sometimes...
because it does unite, and I want to say, like, this album is very cohesive in what it's talking about, and the subject matter, and like the themes. And I'm just surprised that came from this, as opposed to you having that and then this being an offshoot of that.
Yeah, I would say it's like more like I was given the images and then I pulled them together. Kind of a David Lynch thing. I'm a big David Lynch fan. And, he says the things about like, oh, an image, a vision kind of comes to you, and you just have to kind of dive deeper and deeper and trust it. And so I sketched it out in my room probably back in like 2017, 2018, just that little image. And I kind of listened to it and I followed it, and I kind of made it be kind of the keystone for this whole project.
Well, that's fascinating, because from that, you have developed this work that is, I want to say, I mean, it's about youth and youth and young manhood, but unlike perhaps the Kings of Leon debut record, it's like the inverse of that, because it's weird to think that this is addressing the same subject matter, and in their case they're like, this is the ultra cis testosterone aggression youth, which is one facet of or one aspect of youth, one lane of youth perhaps, and then there's this other lane because I imagine like you, I grew up in that world. I grew up being placed in that lane and going, why am I in this lane driving this car? And I don't want to be here. I want to be in that lane with those, like that's the lane, that's not on this road that I can't get to from here. And that's what I hear all throughout this album is sort of themes of, I don't know. The line that keeps coming back to me is, you can be a loner. It doesn't mean you have to be alone, which is a new idea for me. I have to admit.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's resonating with you like that. There's a outsiderness in the album that I think is important because I very much feel identified with kind of outsiderness. And yeah, like queerness in general, I have a lot of like, I seem to just gravitate towards like queer friends, and I think that there's a lot of that in this album. Like there's always something a little bit sideways, a little bit questioning, a little bit on the outs, which is the only way you can really have perspective on the world and life, is you kind of have to have that little bit of distance.
Yes. And the thing that I think about all the time is that's true. And perspective is so tricky because unless you have it, it's very self-affirming in the sense that, to go back to my extravagant lanes metaphor, if you're in that lane, if you're in the Kings of Leon lane, which that's fine, it's a lane, you're not going to know. You might not know about the other lanes. You might not know that there's other experiences out there, and you won't know until you experience them. And some people are just really good at not doing that. And then that means that I now have to explain, like for the 10th time today, like what being trans means, or what, like whatever aspect of queer culture somebody is like, oh, what's that about? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you're just spitting that question out at me so that I can answer it for you. Mm-hmm. And also not knowing how to answer that for somebody who doesn't have the perspective. I don't know how to tell somebody that who doesn't already know. Yeah. How am I going to explain that to you? And yet, as we in many aspects always have to justify ourselves in ways that other people don't. And I'm kind of exhausted by that. But I feel like this album is a really good document of that as well. Hmm. So if it's all right with you, I'd like to play some more of it.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks.
And I'd like to talk. So we'll hear Tower next, and you've also given me a playlist of some local artists that you have worked with or admired, or both. And this is just slots really well. We're going to hear some Tower, and we're going to hear some Soft Bodies, and we're going to come back and talk about Soft Bodies.
Yeah, this one's featuring Soft Bodies.
This one is featuring Soft Bodies too. And so we will come back shortly here on Mostly Local on WXNA.
Oh, to be alive, I'm the tower where the light can reside. They're sending signals through the waves in the sky. We're merely humans sussing something from life. another god with no wind left but to fall. Hold me in your arms. It's cold, so cold, I'll do no harm. You heart-born
Support for WXNA comes from Vinyl Tap. Located in East Nashville, Vinyl Tap serves up a large selection of beer, cocktails, and vinyl with live music and DJs every night of the week. On the last Friday of the month, April 24th, from 7 to midnight, WXNA DJs will be spinning tunes at Vinyl Tap with proceeds supporting the station. More information at vinyltapnashville.com. That was Soft Bodies with Decompose. Before that, Quinn Hills with Fall For, and Michael Fathoms with Tower. Michael, tell me about Soft Bodies.
Yeah, so Soft Bodies is the artist name for Taylor Jensen,
Which I didn't know,
artist.
despite knowing Taylor and volunteering at Rock Camp, and then seeing, I didn't make the connection for a while.
Yeah, they're just one of the most incredible vocalists
Yes.
that I know, and writers. They make these really beautiful, interesting, like adventurous songs, and infectious in a lot of ways. Like Decompose, I feel like that's when I heard, and back in 2019 I actually covered that at Vinyl Tap. Just from, it was never a recording at that point, it was still just something that they would play live.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I have to learn this, and I would just listen intently, and covered it one time.
Without a recording.
Yeah.
Wild.
Which I didn't necessarily do it the best that it could have been. But,
No, but that's a great exercise.
Yeah. So yeah, I've always admired their music, and yeah.
I feel like their music sounds like, so it's meditative, but it always sounds like the feeling that I want to have. It always sounds like, I don't know, for me it's like the ideal state of like, I want to feel like this song sounds. Like I want to be present the way this song is present. Am I talking nonsense?
No, that's beautiful. There's like an immediacy to it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I love about Quinn's song as well, the Fall For. So
That was an excellent segue, because I do want to make sure we talk about Quinn.
yeah, absolutely. Like just the same as Soft Bodies, there's like an immediacy to a lot of the songs that I really like. And I think I had heard about Quinn from playing a show with Daniel Pujol.
Okay.
And like I looked her up, and like when you're just looking at Instagram or whatever, and I was just immediately grabbed by that riff on Fall For. Like it was just used on some post, and I was just like, okay, wow, like I'm already really into this. Just like that down no.
Yes, and hearing that album for the first time was such I don't want to say like a slap in the, it was visceral in the way that it's so sparse, and it's like it's everything. It's very representative of the subject matter, I will say. And hearing it, I was like, that's what that's like. That is what that's like. And Fall For, when you listen to it, you go, that's exactly what that is. That's exactly what that's like, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So how did the collaboration end up happening on Tower?
With
Soft Bodies, yeah.
We so we'd kind of flirted for a while with writing songs together. We'd done some sessions with our mutual friend Mitch Kluge, where we got together and kind of like tried to record a little bit, and nothing ever fully came through. And we'd written together some, had ideas, and so it kind of came to me like, okay, I want to expand this album as I was working on it, and I thought about who would be a good feature to have, and immediately Taylor's name came to my mind. Soft Bodies would be amazing to have on the album, and I finally kind of reached out to them and asked if they would maybe join, and they were into it, and came over, and in the basement of the house I lived at back in 2022 or 2023, they recorded some vocals, and so that's kind of how it happened.
Excellent. Well, the product is Fascinating.
Thank you.
And I'd like to hear some more if that's okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play some more Michael Fathoms, and then we'll be back to talk about it here on Mostly Local.
Aces telling stories, Lou sits on the fence, sharing cigarettes with SES in the distance, kicking bad habits like cans down the road, not getting any younger, not feeling too old. Benji's at the sicko picking up another cigarette. Jay's on his way, they slip ahead, they're acting cool about it. Let's go see Muffin in the field of cut stone. You can be a loner, it don't mean you have to be alone. You can be a loner and still belong. My, no one really wanna die. Not afraid of nothing, I don't care to know why. If everything's a picture taken in the eye, we'll get a little bit better exposure with a little more. Sending out a signal, midnight painted on the sky. Jesse and Randall idle at the forest stop. In that old Ford with the loose sports for a bed, gold the color of a dull taillight red. If you see him cruising, you be sure and let us know. Jesse's on the other side of somewhere we're all waiting to go. My, no one really wanna die. Not afraid of nothing, I don't care to know why. If everything's a picture taken in the eye, we'll get a little bit better exposure with a little more. My, no one really wanna die. Not afraid of nothing, I don't care to know why. If everything's a picture taken in the eye, we'll get a little bit better exposure with a little more. Just a little more.
I like to wake up early enough to watch the sun go down. Watch the sun rise every night before I lay me down. I hear the nocturne crescendo like Connor said again. The sun is at my window and it's sending me to bed again, bed again. No, it's sending me to bed again, bed again. I like to do the things that I like to do after the sun goes down. We can do whatever we want to with no one else around. Might play some old school Nintendo like Connor said again. The sun is at my window and it's sending me to bed again, bed again. You know it's sending me to bed again, bed again. You know it's sending me. I like to wake up early enough to watch the sun go down. And I watch the sun rise every night before I lay me down. Play some old school Nintendo like Connor said again. The sun is at my window and it's sending me to bed again, bed again. You're sending me to bed again, bed again.
The Nashville Industry Fund is a nonprofit dedicated to helping members of the creative, music, and service industries purchase their first home. Selected recipients receive a grant to assist with down payments, coverage of closing costs, or buying down interest rates. NIF also provides first-time homebuyer courses to give recipients the knowledge they need. More information at nashvilleindustryfund.org. Together we can help keep Nashville Music City. Michael, I have a list of the boys in My Boys,
Yeah.
and I was hoping you might be able to tell me who they are. Give me some background.
Yeah, so I grew up in the middle of nowhere, Georgia.
Okay.
And my boys are basically Jeffrey Duckworth, Aaron Rice.
Well, hold on. So these are... I have the names here.
Yeah. So in the song, I guess it'd be Ace, Lou, Jay,
Benji.
and Benji. Yeah.
So who's Muffin?
Muffin is a little bit of a mystery.
Okay.
If you go to a graveyard in my hometown, you might find a little grave with the name Muffin on it, and there might be a bunch of cigarette butts around it, because it would be where we would go and just hang out and be weird kids.
Yeah. What is SES?
SES is like an abandoned elementary school. And
Okay.
so we would hang out like out by that abandoned school.
Were you like me? This sounds, if on the surface I'm like, these are delinquents. But me, I was a group of kids, like we'd go to those places. We were not delinquents. We would just go to those places because there was nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
Is that the kind of, or were you actually causing mayhem?
We were probably in between. We were a little bit delinquents. We were a little bit of like, let us just do our thing.
Yeah,
and be
let me have a
weird.
space.
Let us do some silly things. There's no third spaces. Where were we supposed to go to? And so we were in this small town, and we would go smoke cigarettes and maybe other things that
Cloves.
cloves,
Yeah.
of course, yeah. And yeah.
What is that old Ford?
Oh, okay. So Jesse is also one of the boys that I did not mention.
Randall's
Randall
also
and
here.
Jesse,
Yes.
as well. And so Jesse drove this old Ford truck, and Jesse kind of is a little bit of a background figure in a couple of songs in this album, and he's the one we lost when we were 18. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of people that relate to that story of losing someone at that kind of formative age, in just like one of those dumb kid ways. And so he would drive around this Ford truck, and so he kind of haunts the legends of our small town lives.
Yeah, that is, you mentioned that there is something in, not of my actual age group, but like the class right ahead of me had somebody like that who passed at that age, and it's devastating for like for everybody.
Yeah.
And we also had several friends with old trucks is, I feel like, a good staple of the teen semi-delinquent experience.
Yeah, somebody's
And
got to have one.
Shout out to Caleb's like 1985 Nissan. That thing ran until it couldn't.
Nice.
Literally in the middle of the road, just like and the tank, which was, I don't remember what model of truck the tank was, but the seats were not secured to the car. So they would move. Yeah, who's Ballerina Jones?
So Ballerina Jones is 3 people. It's led up by Greg Doris. The
Okay.
primary
Okay.
songwriter is Greg Doris. Yeah.
I know Greg.
And so Greg and I have played in bands and still play in bands together. He plays in Michael Fathom's live group. He's guested on a couple of the songs, and he's featured on a couple of the songs on the album. It's also BJ and Brian Moore, who had their band Only back in the day. Only is amazing.
No, yeah. So we will talk about them shortly.
Awesome.
But
awesome.
Now that you say back in the day, that means that they're no longer.
Yeah, there could be.
Okay.
I won't say that there
Okay.
will never be, because I've heard rumblings So
Only the Bandly at Instagram. that name sticks in my head since the first time I heard it.
Yeah. And so that's Ballerina Jones. It's a strong trio. And I just love the songs that Greg writes. He's got a really comfortable and like wonderful storytelling with his writing. And so
Greg's great. Greg is somebody that I always see places. I've met him a couple of times. We've talked a little bit, but every time I'm having a good time, usually Greg will walk by.
yeah.
He just knows where the good the cool hangs are. I'm like, oh yeah, of course I'm having a good time. Greg's here. Yeah, that's excellent. So another collaboration, but I want to briefly ask you about, there's no credits listed here. Who did you make this album with?
Or
is this? Oh, is it in here?
It is in the back of the comic book. I have
there's
the
a comic
credits
book
list.
I'm holding.
And so it was pretty much produced by me, and Keenan Mack helped me with the drums and some of the guitar work as well. And so Keenan was one of my partners, my main partner in this whole process of the recording. And I couldn't have done it without Keenan. He's an amazing drummer. He played in Chalaxy.
Shout out to Chalaxy.
Yeah, shout out to Chalaxy.
I was just thinking of that name this morning. Another name.
Also These Slippery People drummer for our Talking Heads cover band. Just what a machine. We call them Keenan, Machine, and Mac. And
great.
So yeah.
That's cool. Recorded in various basements across East Nashville and Donaldson. Let me tell you what, kids. If you want to record an album, don't book a studio. Come on. Like you're gonna go right to the studio. You're gonna jump ahead of the basement recording experience.
Yeah, this was all in houses just that I lived in or Keenan lives in. Yeah.
And it sounds incredible.
Thank you.
I love it. And it teaches you something. Recording in those spaces to me is not even just about quote unquote doing it yourself, but when you record in those spaces, it just makes you so cognizant of the process, where you go to a studio and everything, it's a very controlled environment, and you're at home, and it might be
I need that chaos.
I love the chaos. I love adapting to what's happening. I'm like, all right, the neighbor wants to mow his lawn. All right, I can't, like, what can I do? I can edit, or I can whatever, and wait until the afternoon. Oh, the dog's barking. I can't, what do I do?
Yeah.
That's
leave it in.
Yeah, leave it in sometimes. Sometimes you leave it in, and you want to hear it because it's a part of this. The space is as much a part of the recording as anything else you put on it. I do want to play some more music.
Yeah.
I love talking to you, but I also love listening to things, and we'll do more. We'll have you back on, but we're gonna do. I want to, because you mentioned Only. I gotta play Only. I'm going to play Bleary because I love Bleary.
Awesome.
And we're going to play another one of yours, which is, I believe, No Direction is what we're up for.
Oh, amazing.
And I got to make sure I play the right one. Okay. Nope, not yet. Yes, we're going to hear some more music. We are going to be back with Michael Fathoms here on WXNA.
Nothing in the heart, nothing on my mind, nothing up his sleeve, no, nothing at all. Nothing in the heart, nothing on my mind, nothing up his sleeve, no, nothing at all. Nothing in the heart, nothing on my mind, nothing up his sleeve, no, nothing at all. Nothing in the heart, nothing on my mind, nothing up his sleeve, no, nothing at all. No house and I've no affection, I got no cars and I've no connections, I got no sale and no selection, no pretension, contradiction, no direction, no direction, no direction, no direction, no direction, no direction, no. Nothing in the heart, nothing on my mind, nothing up his sleeve, no, nothing at all. Nothing in the heart, nothing on my mind, nothing up his sleeve, no, nothing at all. No plans, no good intentions, I got no sin and no religion, no AC in my whip to mention, no onanistic repetition. Nothing in the heart, nothing up his sleeve, no etc, etc, etc. No yes and no I can't remember, no unbearably light book of laughter, no consent left for them to manufacture, no well alright, no more, no more, no more. No house and I've no affection, I got no causing up, no connections. I got no sailing, no selection, no pretension, contradiction, no direction, 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 no. No cars, no bars, no cash-strapped interest, no taste for nothing, nothing so boring. No one around to call you on Sunday morning. No press, no cocked-up senators. No flight to the moon, no corporate coups. No junkies Christmas, no social taboos. No future sure, no apocalypse either. No change, no climate, no stupidity cure. No stupidity cure, no stupidity cure. No stupidity cure, no stupidity cure. No color blind, no colors left. No fashion sense, no waste of time. No sweetheart, no white fence to picket. No luck, no last cigarette. Okay, maybe one last cigarette. Nothing in their heart, nothing on my mind, nothing up his sleeve, nothing at all. Nothing in their heart, nothing on my mind, nothing up his sleeve, nothing at all. Nothing in their heart, nothing on my mind, nothing up his sleeve, nothing at all. Nothing in their heart, nothing on my mind, nothing up his sleeve, nothing at all. No house and no affection, I got no cause and no connections. I got no sailing, no selection, no pretension, contradiction, no direction, 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 no
George Clinton said it best. Free your mind and your ass will follow. Here at WXNA, we're dedicated to setting your mind and your booty free. If you love our all-volunteer, community-supported radio station, free your mind by becoming a member or making a one-time donation. Go to WXNAFM.org. This is Mostly Local. We're here with Michael Fathoms. That was Only with Ride Out. And before that, Michael Fathoms with No Direction. Tell me about Only and or No Direction and or the intersection of those things.
Yeah, so Only I call them the Only Boys when they were a trio because they obviously added the female vocalist as well later, but the trio that started it, Evan Hickman, Brian and BJ Moore, always kind of loved and respected those guys for the work that they do in the various bands that they've played in. And I actually kind of wrote this album with as my North Star, like, oh, they're going to be my backing band. I'm going to make them be my backing band.
I love that, though.
And it didn't shake out that way. We actually tried it out probably before the pandemic, like in 2019, a little bit of some of these songs. And it was really cool getting to jam the songs with them. But just I had to kind of go with what could work in the post-pandemic times and just kind of kept the ball rolling and got it all done that way with Keenan. So, but obviously...
Perhaps maybe a live version at some point.
Yeah.
Would be cool, or a reimagination.
Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah, that's very cool. I love that. So you did have an album release show.
Yeah.
And that was at East Room, is that right?
Yeah, at the East Room.
What do you know for certain about the future of Michael Fathoms?
So with Michael Fathoms, I'm looking to play more shows. If you're wanting me to play a show with you, if you resonate with the vibes, hit me up, Michael Fathoms on the socials. And we might be playing a show in June, actually, at the East Room. So
okay, keep an eye out for that.
It hasn't completely been confirmed yet, but someone asked us to play, and so we're looking forward to that. Yeah.
If you're out there, if you have a band, if you are a band, and you're curious, first of all, I think you've heard enough today to make the case that you would want to play a show with Michael Fathoms. But, perhaps that's in your future. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. Yeah.
We are gonna ride this out. Oh, I should have saved Only for that. Dang it. We're gonna ride this out on Bleary. Can you say a few words about Bleary for the folks at home?
Oh yeah, always respected Bleary as well. Back when they were Dogtooth, there was
I didn't know.
Band Dogtooth. We used to play shows together when I was in my old band, the Subnovas, and so yeah. Peter and Callan, just really cool people. Just
another band with a cool Bleary E on Instagram.
Yeah. And they're raising the bar. I mean, you got to listen to these new songs, and just every chorus, you're just like devastated, like incredible.
All right, are you ready for devastation, my friends? I am. This is Bug by Bleary. This has been Mostly Local. This is WXNA LP Nashville. Michael Fathoms, thank you for being here. I would love to have you back. And thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.